So yes, I hope you all are practiced the HANA installations, right? So I see multiple database are installed in the our SAP HANA host, right? Multiple things are installed. So it's very simple. I think you also configure the databases here, right? You also configure the databases here. So once you open the HANA Studio, you will get the add option. You have to go to the administration console. Then you will get this page here. Just give the SAP HANA host name, right? So then what is our instance number? Suppose if you missed the instance number, go to the HANA SAP HANA host name where we have done the installations, right? So then go to here, then you see here. So what is the database you installed it? Suppose if you go, so suppose you installed the HDB, then switch to HDB ADM, right? HDB I think is not installed, I guess. HDB ADM, I think. So what is the databases? Otherwise, if you go to the USR SAP file systems, you see there the two databases are installed. So remaining yesterday, I have done the two databases and installation done. I have done. So here you can see. So yes, FH and RR1. So these two are there, right? SFH and RR1. These two are there. So anyone can connect to these databases. Anyone can connect to the databases and do the administration work. Sir, how can I know the details? SID, you know now. What is the SID? SFH, you know, or RR1, you know, right? SFH or RR1, you know, right? Just so go to SFH, the folder level. Folder level, just if you go to the folder level, you see the instance number is the 20. HDB instance number. HDB instance number. So HDB instance number. So always the folder like instance and instance number. This is the HANA database 20, which means instance number 20. So then I got the instance number 20. So then I can go to the here, I can put the 20. If you put the wrong details, it won't connect here. If you put the wrong details, it won't connect. So it's a multi-container. Then you can add the system DB first, then you can enter the password. So is it same password for this database? Yes, I think it's same password. That's why it's connected. Yeah, it's connected. See here. So same way you can enter the SAP HANA, then 20. So and tenant DB also same. Why? Because by default you will get the one system DB, one tenant DB, the same SID, right? So then you can add it. You can add it to the here. So first time we are logging to the HANA Studio, we are connecting to the database level. So you don't have any user IDs. So that's why we have system user that is created during the installation time. This has been created, right? So now go to system DB. So if you double click it in the right side, you will get the administration page. Or right click, then go to monitoring and you open the administration page. It will open the same page. There is no doubt in that one, right? So this one same as like in the tenant database also, you will get the same tenant database also, you will get the same thing here. See here, tenant database also, you will get the one more tab, you will get the same. So here what things we can see here, what are all the things we can see here? So what is our daily routine work here? Once it is added, once you add it, it will be the same. Once you add it, it will be the same. So again, if you open it, again, if you open the HANA Studio, then the entries are still there. But what you need to do, just you need to launch. Yeah, you need to launch. Then that time again you need to enter the password. After close and open, when you are open, then you need to ask the use password. Then you need to enter the password again. You need to enter the password again. Then that time it is connected to the database. Same as like here also. You need to always enter the password. After you close again, when you are opening, then you have to enter the passwords here. You have to enter the passwords in the systems. Okay, then only it will come to the green status. Green status means all services are started connected. So ash color means it stopped, unable to connect it, something wrong with the system. So this is our first page. What is our operating systems? What is the operating system level kernel versions? So what is the build time? What is the version you have installed? And when you have the last restart happened, 26th, and what is the type of system? And all services are started or not? Alerts. Do you have any alerts? And disk usage, and the memory and CPU usage related information we can see in the overview page. Just overview. Overview means just glance, right? It's kind of summary page, summary. So all the database summary we can see. So if you want to go deeply, suppose here all services are started. What are the all the services? So if you go to landscape tab here, in the landscape tab, you can see all the services. So these are the services we have, 7 services on 4 processes we have. You can see here. So compile server, daemon, index server, name server, preprocessor, web dispatcher, access engine, and their respective port number. Their respective port number. What is master and what is masters here? Index server, access engine are in the tenant DB. Remaining 5 are in the system DB. So the master in the tenant DB is the index server. The master in the system DB is the name server. So name server, it will holds the topology related information, just host name, SID, and everything. So index server, all the data resides, all the calculations, all the data queries execution, everything will be in the index server. So I means index server. So it's a main process here. Index server is the main process in the database. It's the father of the database, what we discussed yesterday, right? So father. So it kind of all the loads, everything. It is happening in the system, tenant database only. So that's why you can see the, so all the data resides here only. That's why you can see the memory usage is very high for the, so the index server only. The name server, the processor, so processing the unstructured data. So nothing is there. So web dispatcher handling the browser based request and will hand over to the access engine. Access engine will process the web based request and will help to the index server. Compile server, compilation of the programs and stored procedures and will help to the index server. Daemon will check the remaining process, will keep in the active status. Suppose if any process is in the faulty status, if any process are in the faulty means error status. Suppose for example, suppose some due to some reasons it got cancelled. Due to some reasons this got cancelled. So that's the reason. So it got cancelled. So which means, so immediately the compiles, the daemon will go and clear the faulty. Faulty means faulty. Faulty means error status. So see here, if we are, I'm doing everything from the tenant DB, it's not allowing. It's not allowing. Why? Because you cannot do anything from the tenant DB. Why? Because we have the system database. If you want to control the all the tenants, you have to do it from the system DB only. You have to do it from the system DB only. That's the main important here. So now you can go to the system DB. Now right click, suppose stop it here. This stop it. Okay. This will stop it here. Okay. Just refresh here. This is a refresh button. See here. This is a refresh button. Now see here. So this is the red status. So if you go to the all the services, system status cannot be determined. Here also, so yellow status, some services are not started. So maybe just if you refresh it again, immediately it will be started. Immediately it will be started. Daemon will come and it will start the process. So I don't want to daemon to start means, then that is also option. We can go ahead in the configuration tab, that will come. Okay. So all the configuration of the changes we can perform in the configuration tab. So but still we are in the landscape tab only. Okay. So here you can see here we can see all the things and everything here, the memory, CPU, all the information we can perform here. All the information we can be here. It is available. You can see here it is there. So here that is the landscape tab to check the services and everything. Host means how many, what is the host currently it is available, and active hosted is a master role and a name server role and worker role, master role. just a role, then nothing we will do here, just we will check it out here. So this will be helpful, this will be helpful when we have the high availability configure. So high availability HA HANA replication. So that time we will discuss about the all these tabs and everything, right? So you can see here, so optimize for the table partitioning, how many tables are there for partitioning. So those things here, some tables are huge, what are those tables, and those things we will check it from here. So this is for the redistribution, this is a different story again, that will be discussed. So just host means, so just your, what is your host? SAP HANA. What is that status? Is it active? Is it okay? Or some errors? It will display the errors here. So everything is okay. If it is green means that is also green. Okay. So here overview tab and the landscape tab. So the next one, same tabs will be available in the system DB, same tabs available in the tenant DB, same tabs available in the all over databases. You have hundreds of databases. You have to do the same work in the all the databases. Same work you have to do in the all the databases. There is no doubt in that one. Just only SID may change, but remaining all the things are so same. Same tabs, same activities. Okay. So here next one is the alerts tab. Alerts tab, right? What is mean by alerts tab? Alerts means errors. System, if in the database, if any errors in the database, if any errors, any suggestions from the database level, so that will throw as a alert here. So what is the first alert? It is showing that so system backup does not exist. So database backup does not. As soon as your installation is completed, we have to take the full DB backup. We have to take it out. But in our case, we have not taken the any backup. So that's why the alerts are thrown. If you take the backup, these alerts are disappeared. Same as like here, medium priority alerts required. So not only current alerts, you can also review the all the alerts as well. Alerts means errors. Alerts means alerts. So today, how many are occurred? Yesterday, how many are occurred? Last 2 hours, last 1 hour, last 15 minutes. So last 15 minutes, we have web dispatcher got restarted. So that is what we have done, right? See here, web dispatcher on the host was restarted. We have done the restarted, right? Then we can ignore this alerts. So whatever you do, all the things will be recorded in the system. Whatever the you think some errors, faulty, whatever you are doing, all will be recorded in the systems. In the alerts tab, the error will be generated. The alerts will be generated in the alerts tab. So you can check, are there any critical alerts in the system or not? As part of the day-to-day activity, you need to log into the system. Then you need to check the, are there any critical alerts in the system or not? So you can check, based on that, you need to take the action. So web dispatcher restart. So then we restarted, then we can ignore these alerts. Then one more alert like backup does not exist. Then you need to take the backup here. So the backup comes when the time of, then that time. So we will discuss about the backup, how to take the backup and everything. If you take the backup, then this alert will be disappeared. Then the same thing like that, high priority alerts are the so main important here. High priority means very important alerts. Okay, so low priority, medium priority means we can ignore it. Those are the just information only. So that cannot be a problem actually. So we can ignore it. Okay, those are the priority alerts. Those are the priority related alerts here. Okay, those are the priority related alerts. Okay, so these are the alerts tab. That's why if you see the overview tab, the overview tab, just it's overview only. So if you just click on the show alerts means again it will go to the alerts tab only. So just this is the overview tab, just overview. So when you click on the when you want to discuss in deeply, you have to go to the respective tab. Overview page means just summary page of the book. Whenever you purchase any book from bookstore, you will see the first page is the unit page, like kind of overview or summary page. In the summary page, the first headline and page number 10 to 20, then these are the main items, something like that, it's written in the main page. Directly you can jump into the that page, same as like here also overview page. So in the overview page, this we get all these things we can see here. So then alerts tab, the next tab is the alerts, errors, if anything generated. Sir, instead of directly checking here, daily we have to go to the HANA Studio and we need to check the all the alerts, right? Can't be possible to get the alerts to the my email box. Why? Because every day we will monitor the our mailboxes, right? Outlooks, Gmail, some Outlooks or some other things, we will monitor it. So why can't we get emails to the in our any error generated? Why? Because always we cannot be in the same screen, right? Why? Because it's only part of the our responsibility. It's not like the daily we need to not daily, every minute, every second we need to watch it, right? Not sure in the next 1 minute what will happen and what service will be go down, right? So I want all these alerts should be to my email box. Then if the emails are in the email box, if not me, my other teammates also will see the alerts, right? So then how can I configure it here? So then you can see here there is a configure option. If you just click on the configure option, then you can provide the email address, sender email address, how you want to get it. Suppose like SFH, so the sender should be, what is the sender email address should be? SFH should be SAP HANA.com. The all emails should come from this like this, right? What is the SMTP server? So every organization there is a mail server. Definitely there is a mail server to receive the mails, right? Every organization there is a mail server to receive the emails, right? Every organization. So that SMTP server we have to get it out. Otherwise, if you ask your IT team or your management, they will provide the SMTP server. Maybe here I can give the default one like so sftp.gmail.com. So who are the recipients here? Who are the recipients here? Who should receive it? Suppose this should receive to the Ravi, or this should receive to the entire our basis group, SAP basis hyphen HANA. So it's like a morning 7, something like that. So this is our group example, just assume. So then we should receive the emails to the all our group members, so that who are there in the ship they will check it out. Then I added all the recipients here just for example, then click on OK button. So now onwards you configure the all these things here. Now onwards, if anything wrong in the system, if any new alert generated, so immediately you will get the emails to the immediately you will get the emails to this email IDs. You can configure the remaining as well. Immediately you will get the emails to the, so immediately you will get the emails. Immediately you will get the emails to your mailboxes from HANA. Why? Because you have configured the correct SMTP server, sender email address, everything you have configured. So then you will get the emails here. So you will get the emails here. Okay, not only here, so here you will get, and your email box also will be flooded with all the emails and everything. So that is the main aim of this alerts tab. Alerts tab means errors. If any alerts are generated, system having some issues means, so here you will see the alerts, red alerts. So all these things you can see here. Okay, the next one is the performance tab. It's a very important tab in the system. In our SAP, in our HANA system, performance tab, in the name itself, you can see system HANA database having some performance issues. HANA database having some performance issues. Then you have to come to the performance tab. You need to check the all the activities, what is happening, what are the threads, what everything you need to check it out. So what is the main aim of the performance theme here, performance tab here? So the performance tab is for to check the what activities, what exactly running in the system, who are the user, what exactly happening, what they are processing, what statements they are executing. All the information you can see in the performance tab. Suppose if you go so whenever any person log in, then you will see the one thread, one session will be allocated. One session will be allocated. Suppose Ravi is login, then Ravi session will be allocated here. So each session, there are the multiple threads. So whenever you are logging to the HANA database, immediately one session will be created. One ID, one connection, one session will be created. When it is created, what is the session is doing here, running status. So what is doing here in the system. So all the information. So he connected through HANA Studio. So what is the source? What is the HANA Studio version? Which user he connected? Through administrator user. So I connected through administrator user HANA database. Someone, can you connect through your own user with system user? Then your users will be displayed here. All your users will be displayed here. So I connected through administrator user, database user is the system user, the host name is the this one, the host IP is the this one. So what I am doing here? So here, what statement I am executing here? Here, this is the statement currently I am executing in the system. So why? Because I am just showing what is there and everything. How many number of queries I pulled from the database level. Number of records I fetched here. The average time I fetched here. All the information will be tracked. We cannot escape from anywhere. All the information will be tracked here. So if you log in, then immediately one more session will be allocated here. Then you will see the your name here. Then immediately what you are doing and all the information will be tracked here. So each session per user, one session will be allocated. It's an active status. Previously are the non-active status. One session will be allocated. Then whatever you are doing, that parallel threads will be generated. Parallel thread will be generated. One session, number of threads will be allocated. Session means whenever you open a one session. Session means whenever you connected the HANA database and you are checking the all the tabs, means one session will be opened. But in that session, you are not only opening the one HANA one session, right? Multiple activities you are doing, right? Multiple threads, multiple activities. So that activities, multiple threads will be allocated. So sometimes you will use the one tab, sometimes you will use the different tabs, right? So each session, multiple threads will be generated. So what you are doing, how many threads are allocated, what are the users? So all the information will be populated here. What is exactly your threads are? These are the thread system internal threads. System will allocate the work to these threads actually. System internal threads. What statement you are executing? So what exactly you are executing in the system? All the information will be tracked here. But here, the session information is the very important here. Suppose system is slow or some user is pulling the data. 1 terabyte data is pulling from the database level, some query, something like that. Then we can see here what is the how he logged into the system, what application he is using. From my case, I am using the HANA Studio. Then what is the version of the studio? Then what is which user? Maybe some Ravi user. Who is the database user? Ravi database user. So what exactly statement he is executing? So all the information will be tracked for that statement. How much queries executed? How much data? So based on that, we need to take the action. We need to kill it. Based on that, we have to right click and cancel the session. If required, we can cancel the session also. We can cancel the session also. We can cancel it. So that option possible. So it's my user, the session is not cancelled. If it's a different user, so definitely the session will be cancelled. Like that, here in the performance tab, each session, whenever per user one session will be allocated. So if that session has, the session will do the multiple activities, right, in the system. So suppose like threads, multiple threads will be allocated, depends upon the your work, but session will be the same. Blocked transactions. So blocked transactions means, suppose, yeah, it kind of, so in lock entry, SM12 lock entry in SAP level, we have some SM12 lock entry, right? In SAP level lock entries, there we can see blocked transactions in SM12. So here database level, we can see the blocked transactions, which means so this is the database, underlying database. This is the sum of the one of the RRR database, triple R database. Okay, just assume triple R database. So here I am there here. Okay, here I am there. I am the one person. So here also maybe here Chandra is there here. Just example Chandra. So okay, here Chandra is there. But here our mo name is, here there is a table actually. Okay, company table, one employee table, like EMP table here. So what I am doing here, I am directly logging to the system. So Anna's table, I am going to edit the, so employee number I am going to edit it. EMP, yeah, some employee number I am going to edit it here. So, but this Ravi is doing here, but Chandra not sure, not aware of, he is also doing the same. He wants to do the same thing. So I connected, then immediately Chandra also connected. Then and then Chandra also connected. At the same time, both persons same time we're trying to edit it. We are trying to edit it both the same time. That time the transaction will be blocked here. That time the transaction will be blocked here. So those blocked, what is the connection ID? Who blocked the transactions? What is the remote? All the information. Who is the lock owner? Who locked that one? All the information we can see in the system. Who is the user? Who is the application user? What is the source? All the information we can see in the blocked. Exceptional cases we may get the blocked transactions. Exceptional cases only. So not the all the ways. So that's why see here is empty. In our case, it's empty. In the real time also, it's empty only. Why? Because so there is no blockage will not occur always. Okay. So rare cases, just to rare cases, coincidence. Okay. So then SQL plan cache. What is mean by SQL plan cache here? SQL plan cache means the people are system. Whenever you logged into the database itself will generate the SQL statements. So database level statements will be executed. Each in the database level, if you want to pull the data in the just SAP level, just you click on the go button or some button, some right click and left click, you will do refresh everything, right? But that click will generate the one SQL statement in the database level. It will go and pull the data from database level in the form of the SQL statements. So all the frequent SQL statements will be logged here. The SQL statements will be available. What are the frequented? The frequented accessed SQL statements will be in the plan cache. Will be in the SQL plan cache. Cache is the one of the same as like buffers. In SAP level, we have the buffers, right? Same as like in the database level also we have the caches are there. Database level we have the number of caches are there. So in that caches we have the data. The statements will be loaded here. The statements will be stored in the statements will be stored. So when it is created, so who executed, how many times it is accessed objects, object names, object tables, all the information will be tracked here. So what is the row tables, every how much memory, all the information will be available here. All the information will be available here. Normally we won't touch anything here in the cache. Just it's system related. We won't touch anything here. It's a system related. So we won't touch anything in the caches. We won't touch anything here. So normally this one SQL plan cache, locked transactions, sessions, we won't touch anything here. Something goes wrong, then we will touch only sessions and threads in the performance tab. That's it. Normally we won't touch this SQL plan cache. What is the use? Why? Because it's a system internal related, system internal operations related. So we won't do anything here. This is also system internal things here. We won't do anything here. So the expensive trace. Suppose one statement is running from longer time, longer duration. The trace we can activate here. Trace means we want to know why the statement is running from a long time. Maybe some issues with the some statements or data table index. What is the exact issue, right? If you enable the trace for that statement, we can enable it. Suppose I want to enable the trace. I want to enable the trace for my statement. Then I can configure the trace here. Just you can go to the configure the trace, then expensive trace, then just click on the next button, active. I want to check what exactly happening with here. Then when it comes to the here, see here, now trace is executing. Now whatever I will do, whatever I do here in the system, immediately that will generate as a log here. That will generate the log. In that log we can see what is the, maybe you can just export that log as well, but in that log we can see what is happening in the system and everything we can find out in the system what is happening. And so all these things we can see in the all these things we can see in the log file. This is the expensive statement trace. So when it is going to the trace configuration, you will come to know what is this, right? So exactly. So here this trace, so trace will be the same. So here we can plan it. So what is happening, why it's taken the longer time, so what statement he executed. So So all the information we can see it here. All the information we can find out in the system. That's what we can do here, right? That is what we can do here. That is the trace actually. So job progress, jobs. If any jobs, internal job system will generate the some internal jobs. So that jobs we can find out from here. So normally we won't touch this one. We will only touch these threads. Remaining all are we won't touch and we won't check it is as well. Nothing will happen. Why? Because these are the system internal things. System database internal things. It won't use it. But only thing is, we want to check, you can check it out. But currently 000. Why? Because nothing is there. If anything is there, it will generate the things here. If anything is there, it will generate the things here. So blocked transactions, we need to check every day. We have to log in. We need to check, are there any blocked transactions? Nothing is there, then we can make it 000. If the blocked transactions are there, then we need to select who is the user. If required, then we can re-trigger or delete from the database level. Simple. So those things we can find out here. Those things we can find out from the system here. So how many statements are active? So all these things. The session tab is the very important here. Sessions tab is the very important. So here we can see. So how many sessions are initiated? Who are initiated? What is the user ID they are using? How they are accessing? All the information we can find out in the. All the information we can see in the. So in the performance tab. So performance tab basically for the, maybe you may get the like that interview questions as well. So HANA database having some issues, some performance slowness. Where can you go ahead and check it? In the HANA Studio, I will go to the performance tab. There I can check the sessions and threads and blocked sessions to know the what is exactly using, and all the information I can see in the HANA Studio performance tab. One step in the performance tab, go to the one more step. So sessions and threads, I can check it out. If something one user is using longer, then just right click and cancel that session. That session we can cancel it and refresh. That session will be gone. So like that, you can check it out that one. Like that, you can check the sessions as well. Like that, you can check the sessions. So that is what here, right? So that is the sessions and all these things related, right? So it's a very important. The alerts tab, alerts will generate it if any issues. The performance tab. So the volumes tab is nothing. Volumes means, so voice level data volumes means normally. So we discussed it. So normally we know we have slash HANA data, then slash HANA log folder are very important operating system level, right? These are the volumes, these are the disk, these are the drives. These are Windows, we will call it as these are the disks. In the file, in the Linux level, it's the file systems. Same naming convention. In the in the HANA words, we will call this as the volumes, just the tablet volumes. Here we can see, so data, slash HANA data, how much it is used and what is currently being used, total size, how much, what is the used size. So all these things we can see here. The log folder. So what exactly, which log file is writing here, all the information we can see it from here. So here you go. Just in the volume tab, we will check the what is the total size occupied, everything we can check it out. That's it. So instead of we can go to the OS level, here also we can check. Here also we can check the slash HANA data, how much occupied, slash HANA log, how much occupied. All these things we can check from operating system level. Also we can check it out. But here so nothing is there here. But here we have the separate mount points. We can see here we don't have separate mount points. Everything is in the under the root only. So everything is under the root slash HANA data, how much occupied, log, how much occupied, what is the free space. So but in the HANA Studio level, you will see this some graphical wise, total volume size, data volume, how much occupied, log volume, how much occupied. In that total user size is how much, percentage is how much. So what is currently backed up, what is currently writing in the log folder. Any if you done any transaction, the OS level, the transaction will be saved here. The transaction will be saved into the the data folder and the log folder as well. So that spaces, that things we can see it here. That spaces, that things we can see it from here. What is the use, availability, disk space, all the information we can see from here as well. We can see from here also, we can see it here. So data log folder, all the information we can see from here as well. Here also we can see it here. Okay, so this is the volume tab. Just to check the status free. If anything is giving full, then we need to take the action. We need to increase it. Why? Because here we need to increase. That is the volume status. Storage same. It's like same storage only. Instead of showing here, here it will show. Simple. Same here. Reverse order it will show here. Simple. Slash and a data, slash and a log, slash and a shared. All these things we can see from here. Right? Same here. So just to filter how you want to show, same way here. So it's a like volume means data and a log folder status we can see it here. Or instead of go to the OS level, you can also see from the free space and everything here. Okay. So the next one is for the configuration tab. So it may take while. So till now, any questions from anyone regarding this 5 tabs? Any questions from anyone?
So for alerts, like
yeah, sorry, Alex tab.
How can we resolve these alerts?
So this you can ignore it, right? Why? Because we have restarted that one. We manually restarted. That's why alert got generated. So what about this one? So this got occurred. System database backup does not exist. What does it mean? See here, there is an action item. See here, if you double click on it, each alert there is a ID, right? Database backup, we have to take it out. So system database backup does not exist. Without backup, system cannot be recovered in case. So what is the user action? Perform the data backup as soon as possible. They are saying that perform the backup. Then right click, go and backup, then take the backup of the system. Take the backup of the system. Now we are taking the backups, right? A backup topic is the different again. So when now if you take the backup, now this error it won't occur. This error it won't occur. Same as like you can see, if anything is occurring, then there is a recommendations from SAP as well. So user action, something what is happening here. They are saying that please review, check the note and contact the SAP support. Then based on that, we need to act accordingly. Some alerts can be ignored. Some alerts we need to take the action. Something is not running. Sometimes high CPU utilization, we may get the high CPU utilization. Then high CPU means CPU utilization is very high. Then go to the here, you can check what is the high CPU utilization here. So what is exactly happening with the high CPU? Then you can go here, you can check here high CPU. What is the status of the CPU? And high CPU means which one is causing? Definitely the index server. Index server is using the most of the CPUs. Then we need to check what is the operating system. CPU level, like then we have to go to the operating system level. The top command check. So okay, index server using the iCPU means 90%, 95% CPU it is using. So in the index server. So what is happening with the index server now? So go to the what is happening in the index server. Go to the performance tab. So go to the sessions. What thread, who are pulling the data, what is happening. So all the information you can see, right? All the information you can pull from, you can get the data from here, right? All the information you can get the data from here. So what is running longer? So all the information, when was the session created for that user? What exactly is using? So what exactly the statement is using? All the information we will get from here. Based on that, so we can take the action. If you decrease then the alert it won't occur. If you fix that issue, the alert it won't occur. Okay. If you don't know, sometimes you don't know what I have to do. In worst case scenario, suppose worst case scenario, what you have to do. So maybe we have the SAP space, SAP blocks, SAP blacks. There you can go ahead and So search it, you will get the some recommendations from them, what you have to do, or you can ignore for this type of alerts, or you can configure what action you need to take, something like that. So you will get the recommendations. Any other questions from anyone?
So can we set up these, alerts via EW reports?
Yeah, EWA definitely you will get it out. EWA recommendations for the HANA database you will get, right? In that one you will get the recommendations.
So you mean to say like we have configuration here or in Solman?
Solution manager you have to do everything, not here.
Okay.
Here you need to create the user. Then in the solution manager, you have to configure the manage system configuration. And first of all, you need to add this SAP HANA host into the, here we need to add the diagnostic agents. Then we need to register this diagnostic agent to the solution manager SLD. Then agent we have to activate it. Then manage system configuration, we have to configure it. Then we have to go to the EWA configuration. Once you've done it, so then based upon the time, like every Monday, the status of all your HANA databases will generate as the PDF. So you will get the report, all the report as a PDF. Then you can review the PDF. In that PDF, the current status of your database and issues, the patch levels, all will be detected, and also the recommendations. What patch level you have to change, what you have to upgrade it, what issues you have, what is your trend here, what are the largest tables in your system, how to improve the performance, all the recommendations you will get. Based on that, you need to plan in your landscape the changes, you have to implement it.
Got it. Thank you.
What is solution manager?
Solution manager is one of the different SAP technology to monitor the all your SAP systems, SAP or non-SAP systems. Just it will monitor it. It will monitor it. So just it's a monitoring system. It's not related to the HANA database. So Solman is the one of the monitoring system. So normally daily we will monitor. We have the landscape systems, ECC, BW, CRM, SRM, all that technologies are there, right? In that, solution manager is the one of the product. This product, what it will do, it will always monitor all the systems, always monitor, and it will provide the alerts and the technical monitoring and also recommendations from the SAP. It will generate it. So this is the solution manager. So normally every day we cannot log in. Every minute, every second we will not be in the same system, right? When you went for break, immediately system is down. Then how can we know? In that case, immediately the solution manager will send the alerts to you. Will send the alerts to you. Control system is down, something like that. Then immediately you need to take the action.
So what is the use of then studio or cockpit when we have solution manager?
Solution manager is the automatic monitoring by the system. Studio is the manual monitoring. We are doing the manual monitoring right here. Just whenever you open the studio, then that time only you are doing. That time only you are monitoring, right? But alerts tab is for just alerts. This is also will send the alerts to you. So instead of you configure, suppose if I talk about leave it the solution manager. Okay, you leave it the solution manager completely from your mind. Okay, let's talking about the alerts monitoring now. Suppose in the HANA database, something is happened, you will get the alert. Even though you have not opened, you are not monitoring, you will get the alerts. Right? Because you've done the configuration. Mail configuration you've done. Even though system is down, you will get the alerts. System is very high CPU, high memory utilization, high process. Something is using very high, longer. Then definitely you will get the alerts from the system. Why? Because you've done the alerts configuration here. You will get the emails and everything. Then you have to come to the here, you have to log in. If you don't configure, what you have to do, always you have to go to the here. You need to check, always your mouse will be in the same page, your hand will be in the mouse, then always you have to refresh and see what is happening and everything you have to monitor it. So you are monitoring perfectly, you are the good student, you are monitoring everything, sorry, you are the good employee, you are monitoring everything, but 5 minutes you went for the break, in that 5 minutes only system is down. Then how you know or how others know, so system is down or not, what happened in the system, right? always we are not in the same screen, right? Yeah, always we are not be in the same page.
Yeah.
Sometimes we
Correct.
will go for a break. Sometimes not only this work we have other SAP work also we have to do. And not only other this work. This is only for just whenever issue comes, we will go and we will check the issue, or as part of the monitoring daily half an hour, we will go and we will check here. That is just half an hour. But remaining 24 hours, remaining 23 hours. So if you configure this alerts here, it will monitor it. This is for HANA databases, you are okay, fine. But what about the SAP systems are? SAP system also 24 hours we will not monitor, right? So how means? So SAP delivered the one product that is called the solution manager that will monitor the all your SAP systems, including HANA databases as well.
Sir, I have shared one of the EWA report in the group. So if you show that, people can understand. In WhatsApp group.
Yes. Okay. Maybe will not share it here because this will be the recording, right? It will be because if I open it, your host names, your company names, all the details will be available there, so that it will be social media, right? Then we don't want to take risk here. Okay, you can read it. Otherwise, I will stop the recording.